Hello everybody and welcome back to Pravus Gaming and more Frostpunk, the Fall of Winterhome. In the last video we have our repair station up and built. It's taking currently 56 out of 60 engineers to diagnose the generator and figure out what the heck is going wrong with this thing. You know, it's a good thing I brought some of those engineer scientists back because we didn't have nearly enough. By the way, apparently there are a few engineers here. That seems silly. Well, I don't want to have the children go to the sawmill, but we can at least free up a couple more engineers to go here. Alright, 59 out of 60 is not bad. By the way, I just realized, why do only engineers work the propaganda center? I will tell you from personal experience, alright, engineers, not usually the most social of folks. I don't think they could propagandize pretty much anything in a convincing way. But okay, it's fine. Let's take a look at our economy real quick. So how are we doing in terms of coal? We are gaining a lot more than we are using up currently, but that's because it is relatively warm outside. Food still just breaking over even, so we're looking solid there. We have a few untreated colonists that we're going to have to deal with at some point in the near future. Could free up another medical post, but not sure we're going to get around to that. Everyone is looking pretty comfortable right now. Not a single inhabitant not happy at the moment, so that's a good sign. And we are only gaining 187 steel per day. That's not that great, but that's partly because we haven't finished building up the steam steelworks to the advanced steamworks. So, advanced steamworks, steelwork, whatever. You know what I mean. Shut up, okay? Don't make fun of me. Resource depots. We're gonna place another one out there. I need to have more room for some lumber, coal, food rations. We just need more storage space, sort of in general. Promise fulfilled. You promised people warmth and I delivered. Huzzah! Hope rises. What was that sound? I think that was the sound of the building finishing, but it sounded like someone shot a dog. Okay, well, either way, now we should have more steel coming through. Does that change things? There we go. 317 per day. Much better. Much, much better. All right. What do we got over here? The last dreadnought. The chief engineer of the team investigating the cause of the generator malfunction takes you aside. He is visibly concerned. I was thinking about the last of the dreadnoughts that brought us here. The only one we haven't taken apart yet. At first it seemed we'd have to dismantle it to fix the generator, but now I think we may need it intact after all. Just in case, you know, we have to leave the city. Reasons you won't tell me. They know something. They know something I don't know. That's foreshadowing right there for you guys. I'm just saying, they know something. All right. Is there anywhere that we have adults working that is a safe job where we should have children work instead? Can't have them go hunting. We don't have any sitting around gathering. I don't want to put children at the sawmill. Propaganda, guard stations, blah, blah, blah. The children are all working the gathering stations around the coal thumpers. What about this? This is a gathering post. Okay, let's take a couple of children and throw them over here. Boom! Just wanted to free up a couple more adults so we can go back to the sawmill. You know? It's all about optimizing. Alright. For real, though, I definitely need a lot more storage. So we do want to build a factory. I did just get that technology, right? Yes, indeed. We can build a factory and place it right over here. It's a perfect fit. I love it when things fit perfectly. That makes me so happy. All right, let's work on that. Let's make sure we get a road up that way. Perfect. So now we should be able to build out either more automatons or some prosthetics and get more labor. For that to work, of course, we're going to need to go down to the Book of Laws and actually work toward the prosthetics by going for the care house and so on. But that might be worth doing. Alternatively, we continue focusing down the order tree. Now, here's the thing. I'm not really sure how long this scenario lasts. We're on episode 5. It's only day 10. So I'm going a little on the slow side because the scenario has a lot to manage. I acknowledge that. I don't know how long it's supposed to last, though. 50 days? 15 days? Who knows? So if I look in the purpose tree, what do we have? We have patrol, reducing discontent, raise hope. I'm doing okay on that front right now. Hey, there's the scary thing where I declare myself the communist dictator. That'd be fun. Prison, round people up. The pledge of loyalty, discontent rises. People be persuaded to sign a pledge of loyalty, which will turn them into secret informers. A permanent hope bonus. The agitator raises the efficiency of nearby workplaces by 20%? Wow. That could result in a lot of good stuff. The foreman, of course, is fantastic when combined with the emergency shift. You will get a lot of extra productivity out of that. But yeah, I think we go for the adaptation and start working toward the prosthetics. Care house seems pretty good. Hope rises, we have to build a care house. It's only good for the gravely ill and the amputees, but even so, we'll keep them alive, and they don't require quite as much food. So that's good. Sign that. Prosthetics law will have to come in the near future. Do we want to go ahead and build one of them over Mia? Sure. Where do I place it? Someplace relatively warm? Probably. This fits nicely. Place it here. I just like it when things fit together. It's like a really satisfying puzzle. Do these coal thumpers seem incredibly unsafe to anybody else? It's a giant thing goes smashing into the ground, and somehow you're telling me that coal just rises out of the ground? It's insane. Hey, look, a load of steam cores and more steel than I have storage for. Oops. Well, then, we probably should go ahead and build out some more of those resource posts like now, huh? One there, one there. Anywhere that's really cold? I guess there's some spaces here. All right, build a couple of those out. Care house promise fulfilled, and hope rises yet again. Hooray! I am such a benevolent dictator. Let's go for the coal storage, since I'm already capped out on that. We're going to need more food, steel, wood, everything. I need all of the things. Technology's done. Good. What do we get? The automaton integration research. Ah, yes. I did forget about that. So now my automatons are even more efficient, which means more steel for me. Okay. We could go for the streamlined automatons, which does make them cheaper to build, which is good. But if they don't save me steam cores, that's kind of the thing that I'm looking for the most, you know? Automatons can be used at workshops? What? Are you telling me that automatons can do overnight research for me now? Ooh, that's interesting. We could have medical automatons, and that would free up a bunch of engineers. Now, granted, we have just enough to kind of work that repair station as is, so I'm not sure I need this right now. For resources, I don't want to do anything with the steam coal mines. A wall drill, maybe, so we can get a little bit more, but that costs even more steam cores. A sawmill upgrade would get me a bit more efficiency, so I'll get more wood out of the trees that I'm currently... Oh, okay, does it give you more wood per tree, or does it just make you drill things down faster? It's a good question. Could go for the gathering post insulation, which will be helpful the next time it gets cold. Heal people 15% faster actually would be really good too. There's a lot of things that we could use right now. And we still need to get to automatic prototyping at some point too. House insulation is fantastic. Oh, I don't know, guys. Efficiency. Doing okay on coal. You know... I am debating going straight for level 5 so I can, in fact, get the house insulation. And the reason I'm going to do this now, one, is it's expensive and I have the resources available. But two, I don't know when the next time is going to be that's getting cold, but I'm willing to bet that it's only going to get harder as time goes on. So I'm going to wish that I had that ability. All right, once this stuff has freed up, this repair station, we will have some engineers that I'm hoping we can send back into the factories and start building something else. Could build ourselves an automaton. Requires a steam core, but here's the thing. If I build another one, we can have the other advanced steelworks working night and day, which would be very, very nice for me right now. So you know what? Let's at least get off one engineer and say, yes, indeed, we want an automaton. Well, wait. What's this? It's producing one automaton from this stuff. Yes. Why did it have, like, 3 queued a second ago? Did I do that? I might have done that. I don't know for sure. All right, good news is we're looking really good in terms of treatment for people. So we're going to go ahead and take everyone off of this infirmary and send them all over here. And then one more here. Okay, and the generator report is ready. Our engineers have finished inspecting the generator. It has a catastrophic flaw. It will keep breaking down, and each malfunction will cause the stress within the generator to start rising. We'll be able to patch it up using the repair station, but these fixes will not last for long. The generator will eventually break down permanently and then explode from the rising stress. Winterhome is doomed! Doomed, I tell you! Oh, this is going to be good for hope and discontent. The generator's dead? We must save our children! Oh, no. How are we supposed to survive? It's not gone yet! We should leave. I agree, actually, that we probably should leave. We did just get some foreshadowing about a dreadnought. We have to evacuate. Sir, the chief engineer says there's still hope. We didn't dismantle the last of our dreadnoughts. If we can repair it, oh god, we can leave Winterhome and find another place to live. Yet people are doubtful. Where would we go? It's nothing but a frozen wasteland as far as the eye can see. I know of another city. You know of no such thing, but people will believe you. We're going to play Battlestar Galactica move right here. Hope rises greatly. I don't know where to go, but we have to try. People lose hope. Is it better to lie? It's better to lie! Give them some reasons for hope. I don't care if it's false hope. It's better than dying. We're not going to die after all. We're probably going to die after all, but you don't need to know that. Okay, Evacuation Center allows us to send people and resources to the Dreadnought. I guess we have to build this, and it has to go right here. All right, let's build the Evacuation Center ASAP. Huh. Well, this just got interesting now, didn't it? We need to get a workshop going. You are going to do your emergency shift. Perfect. Propaganda Center, can you do anything? Not yet. Okay. That's fine. Well, this is awkward. So, wait, what do we need to do? So we don't actually need to have the engineers here if there's nothing broken. The question is, do I have anything else to do with them? And the answer right now is no. I don't need them working in any other buildings. I don't know if, like, you can repair the generator faster if it breaks as long as you have your engineers ready to go immediately. Like, does it make a difference? When it breaks down, do you get time off if you already had a bunch of engineers staffed, or do you want to send them throughout, and then as soon as the generator breaks down, you just pause the game, send them over here, and will it work? I don't know, but as of right now, I don't have any immediate use for my, I don't have any immediate use for my engineers, so I think we can afford to wait on that at least a little bit. Let's get some more, food ration storage. Probably more coal, more of everything, honestly. What's this? Man the Dreadnought! Sir, the Evacuation Center is operational. We can now send engineers to the Dreadnought. Once there, they will be able to start restoring it to serviceable condition. Oh, okay. Let's take a look. So if we do this, I hear a baby crying and it scares the heck out of me. So the number of people aboard consisting of such and such, transport composition, 50 people. We can send 50 people. Oh my gosh, though. How do we time this? Wait, this is weird. How do you time... When do I... If I send 50 people, that's less people to work with. All the more reasons I need to get these prosthetics going. ASAP. What's this? Repair station improvements. The evacuation of so many people will take time, so we need to keep the generator running for as long as possible. Fortunately, our engineers have several ideas about how to raise the efficiency of the repair station. Technology tree. What do we got? Okay, repair station efficiency. A set of custom tools that raises the efficiency of the repair station by 10% so it repairs itself faster. That could be good. Emergency repair. Repair by 10% using wood and steel. So we can just get a quick little head start. Okay. Optimize shifts. Repair station efficiency 2, 3. I don't know what optimize shifts does. Maybe we just need less engineers for the repair station. That could be really good too. Gosh dang, there's so much stuff that we need. However am I supposed to do this? Refusal to work. A man assigned to an emergency shift has refused to work. How dare you? Get back to work! I don't care if discontent rises. I'll do some propaganda later. We'll just go for a little march around the town singing Kumbaya and you'll be fine. Let's get some extra coal storage. Let's get some extra steel storage. Scouts have returned. Oh, right. We haven't finished with all of our scouts yet. Raw food. Several pools are kept from freezing by springs gushing from the fissures in the rocky bottom. Plenty of fish in the water. Flashes of silver shimmer from the fish as they dart between submerged boulders, nibbling algae from them. A reminder of the greener past of this place. We don't know what species they are, but fresh fish would be a welcome addition to our menu. Okay, we'll get 99 raw food, and we find the rock formation. I guess we'll go over here next. There's nothing else really to explore, so I guess we actually could disband this scout group, since we're not really doing anything with them at the moment. Let's go to the beacon, and I'm going to disband you. It will give me 5 workers and 40 wood back. There we go. Let's get you working in the sawmill. Anything else currently unoccupied? No. So we have 4 workers that I have no idea what to do with. I guess we'll hold on to them because I know I'm going to have labor shortages as I start sending people to the Dreadnought. So, what resources exactly do I need to be sending? Like, what if I take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 adequate staff? Okay, hang on. Malfunctions will be neither more or less severe. Repairs will take a normal amount of time. If we have 55, malfunctions are less severe. Well, that sounds important. Well, this is weird. Okay, let's send... I can send 4 engineers. Why can't I send the regular people? I don't want to lose my engineers permanently, but I guess we have to send at least a few. Can I send 4? Send them, let's see what happens. Oh, that's cool. Where'd you get that? I want it. It's an amazing snowplow steam train thing. It's like a snowmobile, but it's a train. Okay, so they're on their way to the Dreadnought. I'm hoping that just having a couple of engineers is going to open things up. Oh, we need 25 over there. How on earth am I supposed to get enough engineers? Only if I start shutting things down like factories and stuff. Okay, hang on. If I get the right technology and build up a couple of automatons, I could have automatons building more automatons, or have them operate the medical facilities. We need to just free up a load of engineers. This is awkward, guys. I'm not... Wow, what a weird scenario. This is rough. Genuinely difficult. Am impressed. I feel like I have to be making a lot of, like, really difficult decisions as time goes on, which is exactly how you want to play this game. Now, we haven't faced a lot of moral choices yet, but I'm willing to bet we're going to get some in a minute. Poet's suicide. Sir, one of our people has committed suicide. In his spare time, he wrote poems about loss, suffering, and the death of hope. Our propaganda center waged a campaign against him to protect our people from his influence. Now people might blame us for his suicide unless we make it look like he drank himself to death. We are going to do it and burn his poems. Discontent rises, but not about a ton. Hope is harder to get than discontent to lose. Okay? Why do we have poets in this society? Are you telling me we now have a dead poet society? That's amazing. I feel kind of clever for that. That was a pretty good joke, I think. It was shut up, it was good. It's fine. What am I going to do with all the children? I don't know what to do with them yet. So there's advanced prototyping done. So, we could go for better repairs and try to get to the optimized shifts and maybe free up a load of engineers that way. Maybe. Alternatively, we get the engineer automatons so that I can start building more automatons and free up my engineers. Coal thumper injections just get 15% more coal. I did want the house insulation for heat, but man, there's just not enough time for everything. I'm kind of thinking we want to get to optimized shifts and at least see what this does. Because if this can free up a lot of, like, let's say 15 to 20 engineers, that's a big deal. I'm going to go ahead and research that next. We absolutely cannot have people getting sick. We cannot. If they do, we're going to lose a lot of engineering time. Scouts, distinct spot in the Frostland. It's a waypoint for further stuff in the frozen forest. There's nothing to do here. All right, let's keep exploring. Yeah, we should not have sent those 4 engineers to the Dreadnought yet. We were not ready. We were not prepared. That's fine, though. That's fine. All right, can we do anything with the propaganda center? Not quite yet, but soon-ish we should be able to. There we go. Hand out the propaganda bulletins. Thank you, engineers. For once, you are a persuasive sort. New automaton has been built. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and have it work the advanced steelworks, so we have a lot more of that coming through. And yeah, we just need to build a couple more automatons. It's going to use up some precious steam cores, but I think it's the best we can do at the moment. Optimize shifts. 10 less engineers. Okay, so it's not quite 15, but it is 10 less engineers that we can free up and send somewhere else. That'll be worth it. Let's do it. It's still only 22 degrees Fahrenheit, by the way, which is nice. We're getting capped out on my coal. I guess we can go ahead and get some more resource depots. I still am not sure exactly how much I need in terms of resources. I haven't really gotten any direction on that yet. I'm assuming the more coal we have, the more comfortable I'm going to feel later. How are we looking in terms of our steel production now? 436 per day. That seems solid. Food for overtime work. Our people are becoming less and less committed to their work. Perhaps we should give them extra rations. Yes, they deserve that. Emergency shifts will cost extra food, but hope rises. We have the food available, so this is a worthwhile thing for me. Absolutely. New automaton has been built. Wow, that was pretty quick. Good job. What should we do with him? What do we need? Tell you what, let's have it go and work the wall drill for a little bit, at least until I can figure out what else to do with it. And you know what? Maybe I don't build this automaton yet. Do I need another automaton? What would I do with it right now until I have more research? Answer, not much. So instead, for now, let's keep the engineers maxed out here for the next time the generator malfunctions, and we'll be ready to deal with it immediately. At least that is the thought. I don't know. I don't know. You think I know what I'm doing, but you're wrong. Let's go ahead and dismantle a couple of these outposts, since I now know I'm not going to actually have the, I'm not going to have the engineers to work them in the future, so let's forget that. You've arrived at the frozen forest. There's plenty of wood here. What do you know? All the trees are dead. There's a fair amount of usable wood. We can take it with us to Winterhome. We got 300 logs, and there's nothing else to do but go home. So that's the last of the scouting teams. Okay, we got to make sure we have enough storage for all of that wood. Let's get an extra resource depot over here, here, and here. I guess. I don't know, guys. I don't know what to expect. I'm sort of shell-shocked, even to this day, from the original scenario when you needed an absolute metric ton of coal and food. So I kind of want to keep getting my storage up, since that's where we're currently having the most excess capacity. Let's go ahead and get the extra lumber space before I forget. Let's get the extra coal space and some extra food ration space. This seems good for now. The evacuation transport has reached the Dreadnought. So now we can send more people. And they only want us to send engineers. So it looks like we can only send 50 people at a time. We need to get 25 engineers over there just so we can start the next phase of the quest. I'm guessing that's what it is. But where am I going to free up this many engineers? Well, we're about to get 10 more. Well, I would say that, but then people stopped working. Let's emergency shift this thing. There we go. Okay, next. I think we go for... We could go for the better automation stuff. Automatons that can do the work for me and free up my engineers. That's such a big deal. I'm going to research that next. We're going to free up as many engineers as we can. So 50 here, which means we now have 10 extras that we can send away. Good. I don't like that engineers have to work the propaganda center. That's a huge drop in hope, though, if we stop doing it. Holy crud. I don't feel like it makes sense that engineers do this, but okay, we have a very superior society where the engineers are the cream of the crop and everyone has to look up to them and they make all the rules. Is that it? Is this like a sort of technocracy? I guess it makes sense. It is sort of steampunk, right? Yeah. That's so many engineers I need to free up. We could accept that we're going to get less research time. Even having one automaton working the workshops would be a big deal, though. Really big deal, I think. Because then we would definitely be having some extra research all night without having to use the emergency shift ever again. You know what I mean? That could be really solid. What is this? What do we got? The act of vandalism. A loyal citizen has reported that he saw a group of people vandalizing the propaganda center. They wrote, "Wake up, sheeple," I mean people, in big letters. Punish the guilty. Discontent will fall, people may get hurt, or hope will rise. We'll let hope rise. I feel like hope is more important than discontent. All right. We are going to need... I want to get prosthetics. That way we can get amputees actually working and free up people to go back to the Dreadnought. In purpose, the foreman would be great. There's a lot of things that we need. Agitators could be really good too. I feel like we should continue with what we were saying before and go for the prosthetics so that we can get extra labor, because we're going to be running short of extra hands, and I mean that literally, when we have to start sending them to the Dreadnought. So, here, we want to be building out a lot of prosthetics. 39 specifically, and it costs a lot of steel to do that. Alright, well, the good news is at least we have some running all the time. Let's go for a little bit of extra coal storage and a bit of extra steel storage. There we go. All right. Okay. Scouts have returned, brought back all their stuff, and I don't think there's a single other thing to explore, except apparently Freshwater Springs can have an outpost team. So if we wanted to get some extra food, that would be an option. That actually could be worthwhile, because then we could have less of these hunters, free up more labor for people to go to the Dreadnought. This could be a way of keeping our food reserves nice and high for a while. Potentially. If I built an outpost depot, where do I... Are we even able to place it? I actually don't see any evidence that we can place another outpost depot. Oh, that's awkward. Alright, never mind. It looks like we're not going to be able to do that no matter what. So we could stop getting coal and start getting food, or it's just one or the other. That's all there is to it. It's one or the other. Well, that's disappointing. Scouts, we have no real use for you anymore, so I think we just disband you. You done good, though, buds. You done goods. All right. Anything else that we need right now? I don't really want to build houses. I feel like we're doing fine on temperature, and I have room to get one more insulation in all my housing, so that's fine. There's no more resources I really need right now. All I need is the technology to free up a bunch of engineers to work on other things. That's it. That's all that I need. All right. Well, now we're going to research very fast. Okay, there's the engineering automatons. So if I have someone else working on that, we can bring the automaton over here at the factory. So now we have automatons building other automatons. At least we will eventually. So that's fun. That leaves me with currently 10 engineers to spare. I could go for a few less if I wanted to keep a full staff. Oh, hang on. This makes a big difference. Okay, we can have 40 engineers here, and it still is technically a full staff. I'm sure it doesn't repair as fast, but we also don't get any downsides. Okay, actually, if we did this, 39 out of 50, we would be able to have 21 to send to the Dreadnought. That would be enough to continue my quest. Let's do it. 21 more. Go. Okay, this is how we're going to do things. This is how we do it. I like. We have a lot of raw food that we're trying to cook meals with. It's taking its time. Do we even cook fast enough at this point? It seems to think that we can. Efficiency's pretty good. I don't know. It seems like we're all right. I feel like it's just going to be about steel. That's the only resource that I'm struggling for, is steel and steam cores. Oh, right, we haven't finished any technology. Gosh dang it, I'm wasting time. Better automatons means more steel. Build them cheaper. Streamline prosthetics, make them a lot cheaper to make. We could go for the medical automatons, and that frees up engineers. We have enough engineers to continue with the next part of the quest. Maybe we don't need to worry about that right now. Generator range, repair station efficiency. Like, there's so many things we can do here. We haven't had the generator breakdown yet, but that doesn't mean it's not going to soon, you know? And when it does, it's going to be a big deal getting that fixed. ASA freaking P. We could go for the emergency repair option just to buy us time if something breaks. I'm going to work on that. There's a lot of things I feel like I could do for a more optimal base, but this is survival here, so it's got to be a priority. Cookhouse helper, sir, a group of amputees is here to see you. They want to help in the cookhouse. We don't want to sit on our arses all day, content with just being kept alive. We can't do hard work anymore, but if we fashion some simple prostheses out of wood, we can help in the cookhouse and earn their keep. Spend 100 wood, cookhouse efficiency raises by 40%. It's a good deal to me, especially since we already have a good amount of wood. I like it. Let's get one more resource depot for some coal storage, and then I don't think I even worry about it anymore. And you, honestly, don't even need to be on anymore. This can just be off. We can just dismantle this steam hub. It's worthless. I love watching the automatons just integrate themselves into the buildings. That's so cool and also so incredibly creepy. You know? It's just me? I don't know. Alright. Alright, looking solid right now. Don't have any engineers to spare. It's going to be a while before the next group reaches the Dreadnought, but they can start preparing it. 35 amputees now. We've managed to free up a few people. So that's a bit more labor that I have no use for, but it's something. Okay, someone's hungry. Well, go eat. I've got plenty of food. There's the emergency repair. Could go for another level. Doubles the effect of the emergency repair. More efficient integration of automatons is certainly going to be nice the more I have to rely on them. Hey, I have a question. Can you dismantle an automaton? Is that something I can do? I'm very curious, actually. I don't know. I've never actually checked that before. And it's not going to show it under housing. How does one... I don't know. Can you even dismantle... Yes, you can. Okay, you can dismantle them to get your steam cores back. So temporarily, at least, having a bunch of automatons is not a bad idea. Because I can always dismantle them for the steam cores later if I need them. Okay, that's good to know. More efficiency for steel production would actually be really good. It's the classic question of, do I want insulation and stuff, or do I want to go... I'm going to make my automatons better. We're going to start relying on them more and more for my research and stuff in the near future. Alright, let's build an automaton. It should be able to build it pretty quickly. And by pretty quickly, I mean we're building a lot of automatons like every night. This is going real dang fast. This is perfect. Okay. Wait, something just happened. It's true after all, we're all going to die. Why? What? We need to repair the generator. Did the generator just break? I think the generator just broke. Okay, generator failure. Sir, the generator just quit suddenly. To make matters worse, its stress is rising. The main return valve must have failed. People are terrified that the generator will explode. Our engineers are already working on a temporary fix. The repair station was adequately staffed, so the repairs will be finished reasonably quickly. Hope falls greatly. We have to fix the generator. Okay, so the generator is currently trying to shut down. Malfunction. It's increasing. Repair station? 6 hours? That's still way too long. So we have no choice but to take some engineers off of research and put everything we can to shave a little bit of extra time off of the repair station. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is going to turn into an incredibly difficult scenario. We need to end this video here, but wow, guys. This is going to get really rough before it gets better, especially if hope keeps going down and everyone's going to start getting sick because it's so dang cold. Oh, no. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If so, then be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.